Do you want to relieve your pain naturally instead of taking painkillers?
Yes. On this Wellness Wednesday, Dr. Tiffany Johnson with Healing Touch Chiropractic, along with one of our patients, Sarah Mueller, here to talk about how headaches and chronic pain can actually be changed through chiropractic. So to both of you, good morning. Sarah, welcome to the show.
She's going to need another session after this.
She's like, okay, twist my arm. Let's start with your story, though, because I think many people out there are trying to take some kind of medication to help alleviate pain, and then you found that you were doing that, saw a doc, and now you're off painkillers completely, or?
Yep. I came to Tiffany when my son actually was having chronic ear infections. Actually, both my kids were sick for 2 months. That's all I did was like go to the doctor, and I'm like, the last straw was to get tubes in his ears, and I said, wait, I'm like, let me try chiropractic and see if it will help. And so I thought, well, if I'm bringing my kids there, I might as well go get myself some help too, get better.
So what kind of impact have you seen in your kids?
No ear infections, no meds, antibiotics.
No tubes.
Wow. No tubes, yeah, no tubes.
No tubes.
That's a big deal for them to suggest a surgery like that.
It seems to be protocol from what I see. After a certain amount of ear infections and a certain amount of rounds of antibiotics, that's typically when they don't know of any other options besides that. So that's when I see a lot of those kiddos is mom's like, I was okay maybe going until that part, and hey, if I can try something else that could alleviate, number one, the surgery, but number two, the chronic antibiotics and medications and lack of sleep, and that affects our health when we have sick kids.
Let's talk about this, because I think some people hear this, they go, oh, magic wand, chiropractic. It's like you went and saw a doc, and what, 3 months later your kids are better, or 2 weeks, or a year?
Well, I don't know.
Can I speak
Yeah.
for that? Just in terms of like symptoms, I would say symptoms were about 2 to 4 weeks. Like Liam never had an ear infection again, right?
Yeah, yep.
So there was no more doctor visits, there was no more antibiotics, there were no more medications. So that cleared that. Lauren never had strep again. So like obviously the doctor visits, the medications, and it's not about chiropractic treating anything, right? We've talked about that a million times, but it's just about getting their bodies to heal from the brain all the way through that nervous system and the nerves to get their immune system working stronger. Now, Sarah, mom's a little bit different because we've had that pattern going for years. So by default, she had her kids in the office, right? And then she got checked, and that was when she's like, oh yeah, I do not feel good. But what her normal was how many headaches a month, how many meds?
I suffered like 8 to 12 headaches a month. And it would, like, when I'd get a headache, I'd have to take my medication and basically take a nap when my 2-year-old did. Because it made me feel terrible, like I just couldn't function and I just needed to sleep it off. And sometimes that didn't even help either. And I needed to function as a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I needed to be a wife too. So.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're so focused on getting the kids healthy, as you said, you kind of forget to think about how you're feeling and what your body's feeling. So we'll be talking more about this after a quick break.